Hi friends, Stephanie here, and I'm back with more movie chatter. And before I get into it today, I just want to say happy 2026 to everyone. I hope you all had a happy, healthy, and fun New Year's Eve, whatever you did. I hope you enjoyed it. And what I have for you today are my favorite physical media releases from 2025. Now, it's not my favorite movies. That was the last video, which I'll link up here if you haven't seen it. These are just some of my favorite releases from various boutique labels, and then I have some studio releases. These are things that just really impressed me. I couldn't get to everything because the list would have been 50 long. I tried to keep it just to 10, but it wasn't going to happen. There's just too much good stuff. So anyone that tells you that physical media is dying, no. It's expensive, but it's not dying. So I'm just going to run through these quick. I'm not really going to talk about the movie because these are re-releases and I've probably talked about them at some point before. It's just to really show you what these boutique labels are turning out when they say they have a special release or limited edition or even a standard edition. I'll show you the difference. The first one is from Hammer. I showed you the Warner Archive edition of this, and then I went back and picked up the box set. Hammer is turning out some amazing releases. They're going through their catalog and just putting out releases like this. I had some store credit, so I picked it up. It's The Curse of Frankenstein. It comes in this box. It's kind of like a faux leather, and then you have the inside. It has really cool artwork. And then this is the same artwork that's on the slipcover for the Warner Archive edition. It comes with a bunch of different aspect ratios for the 4Ks. It comes with a book, a graphic novel, some cards, poster, everything. So it's this release is loaded. I haven't even gotten through everything yet. There's so much in there, but I love the movie, so I took a chance and I splurged, and it's one of my favorites of the year. It is gorgeous, and this is what they've been turning out. So if you're a fan of Hammer, and it's not just horror, they're turning out a whole bunch of different genres that they own. Another one, this is one of my favorite movies of all time, and it's been out of print for so long. I've talked about it on the channel, and I just stopped talking about it because no one could find it to watch it, and here it is, The Fall. Umbrella finally decided to give it a really beautiful release. This is the standard release. That is still available, I believe, on Orbit and Diabolic. So you have that. It is a 4K and Blu-ray. This is a reference quality disc. Even the Blu-ray, if you ever want to show someone what modern technology can do for a movie, pop this movie in the fall if you can get your hands on it, and you will be blown away. They will be blown away. This is everything that 4K should be. It's everything that Blu-ray should be. It's absolutely stunning. But if you want to get it, the standard release is still available. This one has a bunch of extra things in it, and because I love the movie so much, it was worth it for me to pick this one up. So there it is. Another one, I waited on this one. I told you guys I waited on it, but I know so many people picked it up. It was so popular. It's Lucio Fulci's The Beyond from Grindhouse Releasing. Really, really beautiful set. It comes in this book. It's a multi-disc set. I think there's like 6 different discs in here. It is a stunning, stunning release. It is beautifully done. They did a great job on this one. The presentation is great. The movie's great. The transfers are great. I can't say enough about it. I don't know if this is out of print or not, but I don't even know if they're going to put out a standard edition, but if you can get your hands on just a 4K of this, highly recommend it. The Beyond from Lucio Fulci. Very, very fun movie. Let's see. Okay, we'll do these two. These were put out by Shout Studios. John Woo Films, Hard Boiled, and The Killer. Fantastic. They look gorgeous. They're great movies. If you like these kind of movies, they're fantastic. Now, I know Hard Boiled, really, really hard to get a hold of, sold out really fast. They didn't have enough to go around. A lot of people were upset about it. Good news is that Arrow has announced that they are releasing this, I believe, in March. It's available on Diabolic, Orbit, and you can also go right to the Arrow store and you can put in your order right with Arrow. But it will be available. So if you missed out on the Shout Studios one, head over to Arrow or one of the sites and get yourself a copy. Let's talk Second Sight. Now, I could have put every single Second Sight release from this year on the table and called it a day because there is not a bad one in the bunch. I love Second Sight. I just picked 3 to show you, 3 that I really like. One just came out. Reanimator. I love Reanimator. This looks fantastic. I watched it. I checked it out. I haven't gone through all the special features yet, but I love it. There's also a standard edition. The nice thing about Second Sight, one of many nice things, they put their standard edition and their limited edition out at the same time. There's no waiting. So you can decide if you don't need all the bells and whistles, just get the standard edition. You get the movie with all the special features. You're not missing out on anything but books and cards. And if you don't need them, don't buy them. Reanimator looks fantastic. If you're a fan of the movie, definitely check it out. It's readily available. One of my favorites of this year was The Coffee Table. I've talked about it many times. Love this movie. And here's an example. If you get a standard edition, this is what you get. You will get this case. And it'll have the movie and all the special features, just to give you an idea, because some people wonder how it's packaged. But that's it. And then it has some extra special features. And I've been going through these one at a time to get through everything, because they're just chock full of goodness when you get these releases. One other one that I grabbed, When Evil Lurks. I love this one. I've talked about this movie so many times, you're probably sick of hearing me talk about it, but Second Sight, this is a banger of a release that they put out. And I also got Possession, but I haven't watched it yet. That's one of the latest releases that came with Reanimator. But this one came out. They had The Nice Guys, The Florida Project. There were so many that came out this year, and every single one of them was great. First one they have announced for next year is The Ugly Stepsister, and I already have that one ordered because it's one of my favorite movies of the year. I'm also a big fan of media books, so I had originally just gotten the standard release of this one. I loved it so much that I I traded that in and went to the media book for Chain Reactions. This is the documentary about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and how its effect on various artists like Stephen King, and there's a bunch of people that they talk to in this. The reason for getting this is not only to get the book that comes on the inside with the writing about the making of and whatnot, but also you get various other cuts. I think there's 8 other cuts of the movie from around the world, so I'm curious about checking all those out. So there was a little extra goodies in this, but if you're not into all that, the standard edition is readily available and it's just fine. Another media book that I grabbed, this one just came, I think it came 2 days ago. Michael J. Fox in The Frighteners. This is an older horror movie. Orbit got 3 different media books. They got 3 different covers. I think it sold out in a few hours. It was gone. It was there and it was gone. So I'm looking forward to revisiting this one. Haven't seen it in years, but I remember liking it. And it's a very popular title, obviously, because it's gone. They might get more in stock, but for now it's out of print. Out of stock, I should say. If you're not familiar with Radiance, I know I've spoken about Radiance a little bit. I'm going to do more of it this year. This is an example of one of their box sets. It's the movie, I'm going to move this out of the way. It's their movie, the movie Haxan. I know I'm saying it wrong. But this I first saw in the Criterion Collection. Loved it. It is a silent film from 1922. It's black and white, but they put some like filters and it's a little tinted. It's silent with Swedish subtitles, kind of subtitles. They're cards that come through and they tell you what's going on. It is a mockumentary about witchcraft, and Radiance did a fantastic job with this release. So I traded in my Criterion and I went with this one. I love, love, love Radiance. We're going to do a lot more with Radiance this year, I promise, because I kind of been slacking on that one, and it deserves a lot more attention. Another label that I really like, and this is a very their things are reasonably priced, they have great sales, is Kino Lorber. And their 4Ks are amazing. They have been doing some stunning 4K releases. This is a little box set. I talked about it in a haul. It is the Alec Guinness Masterpiece Collection. It includes Kind Hearts and Coronets, The Lavender Hill Mob, The Man in the White Suit, and Lady Killers. And there you go, Sir Alec Guinness. Will make you laugh all the time, never misses. I love Sir Alec Guinness. I told you we're going to do more with this. I'm going to talk about his films. I'm going to talk about this set in particular. And you can decide. It's still available on Kino. So after we do the deep dive into this one, you can decide if it's for you. Another one that Kino put out, I was actually really surprised. It got a 4K Blu-ray edition. It's a really nice edition. Is Paul. This is a fun film. It's a lot of fun. It's funny. The 4K looks impeccable, and I was very, very happy with this one, so it was worth the upgrade. One that none of us expected to ever see the light of day, I haven't even watched my copy yet, is Dogma. And I love this slipcover that they went with on this one. This is the 4K, Blu-ray and digital. There is this. There was a steelbook that was put out by Lionsgate Limited, and there's also a standard release from Umbrella. So the steelbook from Lionsgate Limited is currently out of stock, but it says they're restocking it for January. So if you're a steelbook person and you want to get that, go ahead. Otherwise, these are around, and I just love it. I can't wait to revisit. I'm so glad it's been taken out of the vault and it's back with us where it belongs. Here's a studio 4K. I think this was one of my favorite looking 4Ks of the year. It's also a movie that I really, really enjoy. It's an animated type movie. It's a Tim Burton movie starring Johnny Depp and Helena Bonham Carter, Corpse Bride. This was an absolutely stunning 4K. If you like Corpse Bride, you're a fan, definitely put this on your list to pick up. It is well worth it. I'm sure it's seen a price drop by now because it's been out for a little bit. Really, really good stuff. This blew me away. I couldn't believe how great it looked. It's really everything 4K should be. Now, I wanted to show one thing from Vinegar Syndrome. I mostly buy partner labels from Vinegar Syndrome, but I do like their cinematograph line that they started, and their first release was Little Darlings. That badly needed a new release. And this one also needed a release in the United States. It was put out by Imprint earlier, I believe. Maybe it was the end of last year. But this stars Sean Penn, Christopher Walken in At Close Range. And this, like I said, is their cinematograph line. They're limited usually to about 5,000. You pull it out, it comes in this nice like book style. You get writing about the movie, so it gives you like a nice, almost like a media book type of thing. And then you get your 4K and your Blu-ray disc nicely placed in the back. I mean, these cinematograph releases are impeccable. They're beautiful. They're worth every cent. I don't get all of them, but I have quite a few, and I have not been disappointed in one. So that's that. Now I'm going to grab the Arrow releases and we'll move right along. Okay, so I'm back with the Arrow titles, and I actually had to give them their own little segment here because what a year Arrow had in 2025. And looking at the schedule for 2026, they're not stopping anytime soon. It was just one stellar month after another. So I just picked a few of my favorites and I called it at that. Just look at the Arrow lineup, look at the store, look at Diabolic, look at Orbit, see what they have coming because they're really turning out some amazing releases. One of my favorites of the year, Dark City. This is a fantastic, like a sci-fi thriller type of a movie. So good. And I think people kind of forgot about it for a long time. And then when this release came out, it was so beautifully done. It looks impeccable. The story is great. It's a fascinating story. And I'm not the biggest sci-fi fan, but I love Dark City. If you haven't seen it, this is, like I said, this is the, the box set version, but the standard release will be coming out. If it's not out already, it'll be coming out very soon. If you're interested in this movie, definitely keep an eye out, read up a little bit on this one. It is well worth the pickup. It is a phenomenal movie and a phenomenal transfer. Great special features. You can't miss with that one. This is a blast, Deep Blue Sea. I'm sure most of you have already seen this one, but this was a great release. Again, the standard release will be coming out. Arrow's a little different. They do their limited releases first, and then they do the standard a few months later. So these are all due for the standard releases to be coming very, very soon. Also, these three, I know that they were some of the biggest sellers on the sites, and for good reason. It is the Man with No Name trilogy, The Good, the Bad, the Ugly for a few dollars more, and Fistful of Dollars. Fantastic releases. Everything about them is perfection. Nothing to complain about with these. I love every one of them, and I'm so happy to have more Clint Eastwood in my collection. I'm a big fan. So, and I like what they did when you line them up on the shelf, how the artwork just fits together. Really, really nice touches that they do, and that's what you get when you deal with these boutique companies. There's a lot of attention to detail, and I love that about it. This next one was one that I liked the remake, and I wanted to see the original when I found out there was an original, so I ended up getting a media book, and then I found out that Arrow was putting out the original of Speak No Evil. It's either a Dutch or a Danish. I can't remember if it's Dutch or Danish because the language says English, Dutch, and Danish, and I called it one and someone corrected me and told me it was one or the other. But this is a fantastic movie. It's a great release. And I believe this is just a Blu-ray release, but it's a fantastic movie, and I think that I really like this one a lot. I like this a lot more than the remake. I like the remake, but this one is so hard-hitting, and the ending of this blew me away. But if you haven't seen Speak No Evil, the original one, definitely check it out. It's out there on Arrow. Another one that I love is a 70s slasher, and it got an upgrade. I was surprised it got an upgrade because the Blu-ray looked fine, but it got a 4K. It's Alice, Sweet Alice. A great slasher from the 70s. Fantastic. I love this one. And you know, I've talked about it many times on the channel. Two that I love, I was so happy with these. The remake of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We got that one. And this one is from 2003? I believe it's 2003. But anyway, we got the remake of Texas Chainsaw. Now, I will say, this transfer is a little bit grainy. It's definitely grainy. I know people were talking about that. Yes, it is a little bit grainy, but I still think it looks great. And I love the movie, and the release is fantastic. So many special features. And then we got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning, which is the prequel to the remake. And this one is a lot cleaner looking transfer, if that's what you like. If you like more of a squeaky clean transfer, you're going to get that. I was fine with either one because I think the grain adds a lot of atmosphere, so I was fine with it. But either way, you're good. So these are both available. I don't think they're sold out. Another great film and a fantastic, fantastic release. John Carpenter's In the Mouth of Madness. I wish more people were talking about this. It's such a great movie. It's a fantastic release. And just like I said with the other ones, the standard release will be coming. So keep your eye out if you're a fan of In the Mouth of Madness. It is well worth the pickup. And this one, I just had to throw this in here because you know I'm a huge fan of the Addams Family, the independent filmmaking family that I've talked about many, many times. Their movie, Hellbender, was picked up by Arrow Video this year and given a proper release, and I'm so thrilled. Anytime the Addams Family gets props from anyone, I'm thrilled, and it's going right on my list. So Hellbender made it to Arrow Video again. And then, of course, we got some Friday the 13th. We got the remake of Friday the 13th, which was a lot of fun. We got Jason Goes to Hell, which some people love it, some people don't, along with Jason X. And again, same thing. Some people love it, some people don't. If you like these, check into it, see if they're still available. I don't know if they're out of print or not yet, but definitely check into it. If you're not sure, if they're not on Orbit or Diabolic, definitely always go to the Arrow store because they keep their things around for quite a while longer. So see if they're still available. If you like them, they all looked great. And of course, the one that everybody was so excited about, it was the last one we got from them this year. It is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trilogy in the big giant box set. And I've only taken a look at the first one. I haven't even watched it all the way through yet, but it looks really good. And I think everybody is pretty much in it for the first one, but there's a lot of nostalgia with this box set and the Turtles in general. So it's one that I definitely wanted to add to my collection, and I'm so happy I did. So that is, those are my picks for Arrow, and I'm just going to grab some studio releases and we're out of here. Okay, we're just going to finish up with the steelbooks, and then we're going to wrap this one up. And the reason most of these I grabbed on steelbook is because it was the only way they were available, and a lot of these were very limited. They just didn't print enough, which is very unfortunate. So hopefully we'll get some slipcover variants coming soon because these are all bangers. I love all of them. The first one is Russell Crowe in Master and Commander. Love the movie, love the transfer, love everything about it. It's fantastic. This is one that people have been asking for so long, and it did not disappoint. It was really hard to get a hold of. So I don't know if it's out of print. I don't know if there's a slipcover coming, but if I hear anything, I will let you know. Kingdom of Heaven, another one. It was tough to get a hold of. I love the movie. I thought the transfer looked great. I was very happy with this one, but this was hard. I had a hard time getting a hold of this one, so it was tough. I didn't pre-order fast enough. This one was not as hard to get. Tombstone. but very happy to have Tombstone on 4K. I love Tombstone. I have a million copies of it, but it's definitely one I'm happy to add to the collection, the steelbook there, I mean. And then these these next three are from Lionsgate Limited. I think they just went out of print or they are going out of print, but these have a slipcover option, so the slipcovers may still be out there. It's Kill Bill Volume 1, Volume 2, and the very underappreciated, underrated Jackie Brown. I love, love, love Jackie Brown with Pam Grier. I think she's phenomenal in that movie. And like I said, these may or may not still be available on the website, but I think the slipcovers are. Now this one was near impossible to get. I had pre-ordered this months ahead of time. It's the remake of Night of the Living Dead. I am so, so, so happy that I was able to get this. It looks phenomenal. I love the remake. I love everything about it, so I was very, very happy to be able to get this. I know Orbit got a whole slew of them in on Christmas Day. They had a post up Merry Christmas, so I don't know if they're getting more. I don't know if they still have them. I don't know, but definitely check on the website if you're interested. This is another Lionsgate Limited one. I love this one. It's The Descent. Now, this was a very, very dark film because they're down cave diving, and the 4K did wonders for the picture quality. It looks phenomenal. It looks like a different film. You can see every little detail. And it's a beautiful steelbook. That's the front. I'll open it up. Front, back, and spine. It is a beautiful steelbook that is now, from what I hear, out of print. But I heard through the grapevine that there's a good chance that maybe Pickle may have a copy. I don't know what she's doing with it, but stay tuned. This one, I was so happy. The 90th anniversary, we got a new steelbook for The Bride of Frankenstein, one of my favorites in the Universal Monster line, and it comes with the great Universal logo on the back. Couldn't pass up on that one. Now this one, I know a lot of people were not happy that it was not the unrated version. The reason I was happy about this one, it is the 20th anniversary edition of The Devil's Rejects. The reason I was really excited about this, besides it's The Devil's Rejects, it is a beautiful, beautiful steelbook. It also comes with some bonus stuff, some cards and whatnot, and a digital copy, but this is the first time they included 30 Days in Hell, which is the full feature-length documentary about the making of the movie. It was never included on the Blu-ray. It was only available on the DVD. And I know when I showed you my DVD collection, I was saying it kind of phased itself out, but I kept it anyway. But this is the first time it's been included since the DVD release, so it was nice that they included it in this. Do I wish they had the unrated cut? Of course, but it's Devil's Rejects and I had to have it. So I'm happy that I have it, and I'm happy that we now have the documentary included. Now this is one that badly needed a re-release, and Shout came through because the only way to get it was from scalpers, and I wasn't about to do that, but it is the steelbook for Studio Ghibli's Grave of the Fireflies, a fantastic, fantastic movie about post-bombing Japan, and it's a very hard-hitting movie. It's very, very sad. It's a tough watch, but it is a beautifully done movie, and everyone should see it. Everyone should see Grave of the Fireflies. And we got the Rocky Horror Picture Show on 4K. Love that for us. And we did get Saw 2. These are really hard to get out of the... They're hard to get out of the plastic here, but we have Jigsaw on the front. Then we got Saw 3. And then I think we have Amanda. Yeah, we have Amanda on the inside. These were Amazon exclusives, and this one I just love. Saw 4. I love the artwork on this. I don't know if I can get it out. It's hard, but that's the inside. But I'm very happy to see them adding to the Saw franchise, because we have it's kind of out of order the way they're releasing the 4Ks and the upgrades and things like that. So I don't know what they're doing with 5 and 6. I don't know if they're doing anything at all. I haven't heard anything. And the last release, I kind of feel bad even showing this, but it is one of my favorites of the year. But it was so, I'll show you, it was so mishandled. They just didn't make enough, and that is so unfortunate. And if you wanted this set and you didn't get it, I feel terrible. I'm sorry that they botched this release. But it's the Nightmare on Elm Street 7 film collection, and this is the Steelbook library style collection. It is a beautifully done collection. I actually missed the American collection, so I ended up, mine is the UK Steelbook collection. So it was more money, but it includes the Blu-rays. Now, I don't know if they did anything to clean up the Blu-rays because I have to go back and watch them, because the set that I have, the Amory case set that I have, didn't include Blu-rays. That was an American release. But the 4Ks look really good, some better than others, as you would expect. But I want to go through and watch the Blu-rays and see what they look like. So those are my favorite, some of my favorite physical media releases of 2025. I know it was pretty exhaustive, but I could have had so many more on this list. I just wanted to give you an idea of what is being put out there if you aren't seeing everything. There is so much every week, it's impossible to keep up. Every month, I should say, even, you know, I don't go week by week, I go month by month. But it's crazy, and 2026 is looking to be another stellar year for physical media. So if people tell you that physical media is going out the window, it's not going anywhere. It's just getting more expensive. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope maybe you saw a few things that you want to check out. Standard releases should be coming out very soon for things that were towards the middle to the end of this year, so look for those. And if you have any questions on anything, please leave them in the comments. I'm happy to answer anything that I can. And I want to thank you for watching. You know, I appreciate each and every one of you, and we're moving on up. And we're going to keep the channel rolling. I have some fun content planned for you. I'm going to be back in a few days with something new, and I'll keep you updated. So that's going to do it for me today, and I'm going to go upstairs and play with the puppies. I'll tell them all that you said hello, and expect to see Pickle real soon. So for today, that's a wrap.